And we should be live. Hi, everyone. Hi there, Wig Lovers. It's me, Nigel, the terror that flaps in the night here at Hair Kitty Kitty. How's everyone doing? Everyone all right? Shameless self-promotion chief, by the way. Just so you know, the usual stuff. Our streams are usually tipsy, slightly rowdy, and a lot of fun. But I will not be tipsy this evening because I'm making a mocktail. More on why that is in a moment. Anywho, so yes, let's see who we got in here right now from right off the bat. I haven't got any new comments, but we got some people watching. Hi out there. Oh, it's Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Hi. Glad you could make it. Thank you very much indeed, my dear. All righty. So let's get on with this then, shall we? Today's drink. I've provided some ingredients, I think, in a couple of our social media groups. So if you've got the ingredients on hand, after that heads up, I'll show you how to make this. I'm making a non-alcoholic beverage called the Lilty 50, because some people have been asking for non-alcoholic beverages, and I figured today was a perfect opportunity to try. So we're having a refreshing little mocktail, and the reason it's called the Lilty 50 is it's based on two sodas that I really used to enjoy when I was younger. Back when I was living in Ohio, we had this stuff called 50-50, and it was grapefruit and lime. And it was really refreshing, really delicious. And also in England, we have this stuff called Lilt, and they changed the recipe. But when I was younger, it was pineapple and grapefruit and lime. It was absolutely delicious. Then they took the lime out for some reason. And then in the recent modern war on obesity that the British government instituted, they wanted to put a huge tax on all sugary beverages. So every single soft drink now has a huge bunch of artificial sweeteners in it. It kind of ruins the flavor for me. So what we're doing is we're going to mix up an approximation of that. We start off with standard, roughly 16-ounce drinking glass. Get yourself some lime juice. I've got this lovely key lime stuff. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Yeah. About maybe a tablespoon in there. Squeeze that in there. I wasn't sure which grapefruit juice to get. I figured the pineapple soda would be very sweet, so I got pure unsweetened white grapefruit. You could use whatever flavor grapefruit you like or you prefer. And I'd say fill that up to about a third of the way. A little bit more than a third of the way of the glass. And then you top it up with your pineapple soda of choice. Right in the eye. Okay. And then that should stir itself up, mix itself up very nicely, and approximate both 50-50 and the original Lilt before they put all the artificial sweetener muck in it. Cheers. Oh, that's lovely. That's perfect. That is a perfect representation of the soda I used to love in England as a kid. I know the heat wave is broken down here in Georgia, but I know there are a few other people in other parts of the country that are still suffering from the heat wave. So this is an excellent and electrolyte-heavy way of replenishing both your electrolytes and your hydration. So, dang, that's good. Okay, we've got some comments. Let's see who we got some comments from. Righty-ho. We've got Tina saying, "Hola, y'all. Just had to fix me a refill on my mango iced tea." Oh, mango iced tea is also nice. I do like mango iced tea. Yeah, we started getting, believe it or not, it took until, I want to say about 2010 or so before we started getting Lipton iced tea in the UK, and they got two great flavors, peach and mango. Love me some mango iced tea. And of course, Cheryl says, "Hi, Tina." Excellent. We're all getting along here. That's fantastic. Well, this is going to be a short one. I'm not going to keep you too long. Just got some news and updates, really. Got a couple of weeks to show off as well. So that will come along very shortly. But let's start with the basic news. Some of you may have heard of this on in the Patreon group or on the social media, but one of the reasons things have been falling a bit behind lately is last Monday I was bitten by a dog, friend's dog, German Shepherd. No warning or anything, just went right from my face. I dodged, tooth went into my shoulder. So I spent one day feeling really, really bad because of the extra strength antibiotics the doctors put me on, but I'm recovered, but it just put me a couple of days behind schedule. I'm recovered fine. My gorgeous mug is completely unscathed, so don't you ladies worry. Self-deprecating humor there. The other stuff going on, Heather is not here because she is currently in Ohio securing us a new home. And it's looking quite good. It's looking quite good. Last I heard, she's got an appointment to pick out the new flooring and paint for the walls and a new backsplash for the kitchen. It's going to be a labor of love. It's going to be a nice mid-century home. I think it's like 1 year older than me. So it's looking good. It's looking good. She's very excited about it. A little nervous, of course. It's one of those things, you know, you're nervous about getting a house, but it's looking promising. And she's up there right now spending time with her family until all this goes through. And then she's going to start the decorating team going. So yeah, we're going to be moving soon. We're going to be moving. And as such, this might be the last time you see this broadcast studio, because I'm going to have to start packing it up soon. When we get to the new place, I'll try to replicate this as best as possible. But yeah, take a good look, folks. This is very likely the last time you'll be seeing this studio in this configuration. Bit of history there. All right. And because that, I'm also organizing and packing as well as trying to do the other hair kitty duties and stuff like that. So it's a little bit of hair kitty and a lot of packing and cleaning and organizing at the moment. I've left this intact for this last broadcast in here. As a result, the next scheduled live stream, which would normally be 2 weeks from now, will probably not go out. We're probably going to have to cancel what would normally be the next live stream just because of packing reasons. And if we do go through that, you will get notice. But consider this right now, saying that in 2 weeks from now we will not have the regularly scheduled live stream because packing and moving. So there we go. That's most of the news. There's not a lot going on. Well, there's a lot going on, but it falls into very few categories and is quickly mentioned. Let's try some comments while we got here. Okay, Tina says the weather is lovely here. Excellent, because it was pretty darn intense last time I heard. Smile. Serena. Hi, Serena. Thanks for joining us. Oh, that's a lovely smiley picture you got there. Yes, I'm glad I dodged too. And yes, we're moving back to Ohio. Heather is spending some time up there, as I said, and she says the weather is absolutely gorgeous. Don't melt into a puddle. But to be fair, the heat wave did break down here, and it hasn't gotten above the low 80s all that week. But you know, he says wiping the sweat off his fevered brow, but then again, we're here without air conditioning on the upper floor of the house, so it's not as bad as it has been. It's definitely not as bad as it has been, because I mean 97 98 degrees with no air conditioning, that's inhuman. That really is inhuman, I must say. Tina says, I love mid-century modern. We have a lot here. Yeah, it's going to be one of them split level things. Never lived in a split level before. Should be interesting. Not too many stairs to take it at the moment. Well, at a time, thankfully. But we'll see. Question about the new houses. Will there be enough room for all Heather's wigs? Very possibly. Yes. Yes, because for some legal reason or other, they don't count the basement level in the square footage of the housing, and we've got a big basement, so we'll probably be able to store some there. We've got enough garage space to store stuff, so yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good size for storage and all that sort of thing. It's got to be better than what we've got here, because quite frankly, the closet space here is trifling. It really is. Moving company, moving you guys. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, we're gonna move a bunch of stuff ourselves. We're gonna try and rope Heather's mum into coming down, bringing her big pickup truck so we can move the cats in there, because there is no way we're fitting cat carriers into the back of our car. Not for 3 cats anyway. But yeah, the rest of the stuff is going to be a moving company sorting it out for us. Serena says, I hate wigs weather here in Baltimore. I want autumn now. You and me both, sister. You and me both. I'm telling you, even with refreshing drinks like this, I'll have to mix up another one of those in a minute. With refreshing drinks, even with refreshing drinks like that, it's still too warm here. We've still got tree frogs sticking to the windows of an evening, which is nice because I like the tree frogs. The tree frogs are freaking adorable. But yeah. Cheryl says good. Yeah, all good. Thank you very much. And Tina says finished. I hope. Yeah. We're working on it. We're working on it. The house inspector said it needed a bit of work to be done to it, and really it just needs a bit of flooring taken out and some new flooring put in, because the previous owners had pets. Let's leave it at that, shall we? Yeah, it's one of those situations. We just need to refloor the place, put some fresh paint up. That should be it, and everything else seems to be little minor things. They fixed a lot of things and updated a lot of things fairly recently, so there's not much that needs to be done, just some stuff, little things, odds and sods that we can take care of over the next year or so. Oh, Cheryl says, how did you end up in Ohio when you moved to the US long ago? That's a good question. See, my dad was into tropical agriculture. That he trained for that, and he was living out in, I think it was living in Malaysia at the time, and he got a job with Goodyear, whose rubber plantations are all over were all over the world. They don't have any rubber plantations anymore. They do all synthetics now. But he got a job with Goodyear, who had plantations all over the world, in Malaysia, in Brazil, Guatemala, just all over the place. And as a result, we needed to be near the global headquarters for Goodyear, which was Akron, Ohio. And so we moved to, Massillon, Canton area. That's where I grew up. That's where we lived. And that's where I met Heather. So yeah, that's how that happened. It's one of those weird things, quirk of fate, one might say. Indeed, Tina, indeed. Well, shall we crack on a bit? I can come back to your comments when we got some more. All right. Now, just so you know, we've got a Labor Day weekend sale, and that runs until 11:59 p.m. tomorrow night. It's a buy one, get 50% off. It's automatic, no coupon code needed. So any one wig you put in your cart, you can pick another one and get it for 50% off. That's not too shabby, is it, for a bank holiday weekend sale? And here's one other thing I want to mention. This is Colette in Illuminati Rooted. Now, you may have seen me bring this out before. Actually, I need to put my glasses back on to do that. This is Illuminati Rooted. Now, our Patreon patrons have already had advance access to this. And they got a nice little discount. But this is now available. This should now be available for everyone. Colette in Illuminati Rooted. Do that little thing Heather does. Gets stuck in my beard. Anywho, tilt that back so you can have a look. That's about the four-finger thing. There we go. Colette, nice sort of medium brown root with platinum and pearly hair, so it's nice and white. Shines very nice, very wintry if you want to get into a wintry feeling. And that leads me into the subject for my next sale, which I've got coming up. I got this ready for sale on the website, and I got to thinking, hey, it's Labor Day. This is white. Who says you can't wear white after Labor Day? Huh? Who made up that stupid rule? So you know what? After Labor Day, 40% off all Illuminati Rooted for 24 hours. You should be getting, if you're signed up for the newsletter, you should be getting notification of that sale coming in very shortly. It'll be popping up on our social media. So don't worry, you'll get more information on this sale. But after Labor Day, feel free to wear some white, if you know what I'm saying. Don't know why I said it like that, but I'm not even drunk because this is non-alcoholic, but refreshing. Love this stuff. Alrighty. See some more comments here. Well, Tina loves it. Thank you, Tina. Cheryl loves it. Thank you, Cheryl. OMG, what happened to Heather? Is she okay? Don't worry about it. She's up in Ohio. She's getting our new house ready. We're moving. That was part of the stuff in the earlier. But yeah, she's acquiring a new house and getting decorated. Got an appointment with the decorators to make sure it's updated and in the color scheme we like and all that sort of thing. So yeah, we're moving. Heather's just making sure the house is in fine fettle before we move in, and I'm staying behind to pack stuff up and clean. And as I was saying earlier, this is probably the last time you will see this broadcast studio because I'm going to have to clean it up and pack it away for our move. And more on that later. Thank you, Tina. So yeah, Labor Day sale, buy one, get one 50% off until just before midnight tomorrow night. And after Labor Day, you can wear white. 40% off on all Illuminati Rooted, including this one. After Labor Day, look for information coming in newsletters and our social medias. So I'm going to take this off. And we'll discuss a couple other things. Again, Colette, Illuminati Rooted. Oh, great, good for her. She gets the fun job law. Well, yes, she gets slightly more fun job. She was a bit stressed and nervous about that, as you could possibly imagine. But I talked to her a couple, 3 times every day, and she's coming around to it. She's coming around to it. She's cheering up. She's spending some time with her family, which is the main reason we're moving back up there because her dad is in a bad way, and she wants to make sure she can spend time with him. So that's the main cause for the move. And the fact that it will also be cheaper to live in Ohio than it is in this section of Georgia, that doesn't hurt either. Oh, yes. Now, I just showed you the Colette in Illuminati Rooted. And the next one coming up, you might have seen me wear this one before. Probably seen Heather wear it before. This is the Grayson in South Beach Sands Rooted. There we go. There we go. Grayson in South Beach Sands Rooted. This is the next wig to release. And once this is released, I will be having another poll with the Patreon people to see which next batch of wigs they want released and in what order. This is Grayson in South Beach Sands. You can see it's got a darker root mixed with some sandy blonde, some caramel blonde, some lighter blonde. Got a nice little blend going on here. There we go. This is the Grayson in South Beach Sands Rooted, which after this weekend, I'll be starting to get ready to launch on sale very shortly. And again, information on this will be forthcoming on the social media and the newsletter. So I'll just give you a quick spin. Gotta do that thing that Heather does, where she swings it side to side. There you go. I'm trying to figure out who I look like. I look like someone in this wig. Ah, well, if you can figure out who I look like in this wig, be nice. Be nice. Leave it in the comments or over in the chat. Love to see what you got to say about that. Cheryl says, oh, sorry about Heather's dad. Yeah. But she herself said he's lived a party life, and now it's catching up to him. Seems a nice guy, though. Nice guy, though. We get along very well. It's not often you get along well with your... it's not everyone that gets along well with their in-laws. And, yeah, I get along quite well with Heather's in-law, with Heather's family. So that's a rare, pleasant thing to think about. And congratulations on buying a new home, says Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Heather's been looking forward to this for quite some time, and she's finally realizing her dream, and I'm just so friggin' thrilled for her. Colleen, hello to the chat. Nigel, I found 2 Graysons in the bag in that one closet. Peach root. Champagne root. Yes, excellent. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that, Colleen. I hope you like them. It's been a while since we've launched a Grayson. This one, like I said, is going to come out very shortly. I've just got the Labor Day weekend sale and the following wear white after Labor Day sale to get out of my system, and then I'll get this one launched as soon as possible. Cheryl says, I agree you look like someone, but I can't think who. Yeah, I know. It's like one of those surfer dudes that you see as comic relief in a 1980s movie or something. I don't know. Such is life. Very true, Tina. Very true, Tina. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. 60s beach hunk look, Nigel. I just had a thought. If I could drink alcohol right now, I'd make some beach blanket bumbu. Anyway, yeah, which is that lovely rum cocktail that I've made a few times on these live streams. Yeah, just so you know, the reason I'm not doing any alcohol at the moment is because I was, as I said right at the beginning of the show, last Monday I got bitten by a dog, a friend's dog, and I've had to take some pretty heavy strength antibiotics and at the same time probiotics, which yeah, I know it sounds weird, but it works out that way. And as a result, I'm not on alcohol for a little while until I finish taking the medication. I've just finished taking the last antibiotic this morning, and I'm going to take some probiotics for a couple more days, you know, just to keep things going. So no alcohol for me, which is why I'm making the Lil T50. And I'll put this up again in case you folks missed it and want to, there we go. It's a combination that's supposed to replicate couple of my favorite sodas from when I was younger. So I'll tell you what, I'll finish this and I will mix up another one. as I said earlier, this is a combination of lime juice, about a tablespoonful, a third of a glass of the grapefruit juice of your choice. I've got this unsweetened white grapefruit juice because I'm a frigging masochist. Yeah, about a third of that is grapefruit juice. And top it up with the favorite pineapple soda of your choice. As I said earlier, this is just a replication of two of my favorite sodas from when I was younger. One is called 50-50, which is pineapple and grapefruit. Grapefruit and lime was 50-50, and Lilt was pineapple and grapefruit with a bit of lime juice in it. But they changed the recipe and then went all artificial sweetener. Yuck. Hot dang, that's good. So for anyone who's been wanting me to make mocktails, non-alcoholic drinks, here you go. Lil T50. That's some good stuff. Catch up with some more comments here. We have Terry Sue. Hi, Terry Sue. Thanks for joining us. Glad you could join us. You look like Greg Allman from the Allman Brothers. Showing my age. Love the color. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is South Beach Sands Rooted. Grayson, soon to be showing up on the website. Giving me Kurt Cobain vibes in that, Grayson. I enunciate a bit more clearly. Colleen says, did you bite him back? No, I did not. I was a bit shocked, to be quite frank, because I'd known this dog for a while, and I hadn't seen him for a while because I hadn't been over to visit my bud in a while. But you know, he came in the room, paused, looked at me, saw me, trotted around the coffee table. No snarls, no barks, no growls or anything, and just right for the face. Like I said, I'm lucky because I ducked, and I just got one fang in the shoulder here, and it healed up in a couple days. But you know, preventative medicine and all that. So, yeah. Cheryl says, glad you were taking probiotics to keep your gut healthy after the antibiotics. Yeah, I mean, these are some hardcore antibiotics, and I'm going to need that. Ugh. Sean Penn in that 80s movie. I'm afraid that covers a lot of ground, Tina. Are we talking, not Fast Times at Ridgemont High? Was that in the 80s? I can't remember. Was that was like really early 80s or late 70s, or maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know. It's been a long time. Totally. Oh, yeah, bro. Totally. Oh. What about Squirt? I've had Squirt. That's mostly just grapefruit, isn't it? That's just one flavor, grapefruit Squirt. I might be misremembering that too. I misremember a lot, especially from the early 80s. Oh, look. Hi, honey, it's Heather. South Beach Sands looks surprisingly good on you. Oh, thank you, my sweet. Thank you. Say hi to your family for me, because I know you're spending time with them. Yeah, marvelous. We're just talking about you, and everyone's so happy to hear that that you're up there taking care of the house, getting that sorted out, and very happy for you. You can read the comments yourself. So everyone's rooting for you, and I'm rooting for you, and we're all very, very, very happy that this is getting done. And I was just saying that this is probably going to be the last time they see this iteration of the studio, because once this is all done, I'm going to start packing this up and cleaning the drapes and everything. So yeah, historical moment, my sweet. But I'm glad you dropped in, and thank you very much indeed, my sweet. And yes, unprovoked yikes, definitely. Yeah, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, that's the one. Yes. 81 or 82. How old was I then? About 7 or 8 then. Yikes. Cheryl says, hi, Heather. Thanks, Tina. Yeah, excellent. Hi, Cheryl. Heather Nigel looks like Jeff Spicoli. You know, it's funny because I had a co-worker and possibly distant cousin who always used to greet people with aloha, just like Ray Walston did in that movie. Fantastic. Heather says internet is not very good at Mum's place. I thought she got it upgraded. I could have sworn she upgraded it last time. I don't know. Oh well. They live way, 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 way out in the country. It's very nice and peaceful, but terrible for teleconferencing, I must say. And Serena says, and good luck with the move and design work. Design work. Yes, indeed. We actually live in the version of Three Dog Night Shambhala. The lead singer was maybe going for your Grayson look here. Oh, sweet. Well, actually, in the live version of Three Dog Night, I see. I got you. Sorry, I misread that. Well, actually, in the live version of Three Dog Night Shambhala, the lead singer was maybe going for your Grayson look here. That could be it. Three Dog Night. They're one of those bands I know, and I know I've heard their songs, but I can never remember what songs they've played. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I know those guys. They do that thing. Yeah, that one. That's the problem. I get a lot of those bands from the 70s kind of confused. I mean, I know I was born in the 70s and I was conscious in the 70s, but it's one of those periods of my life where I enjoy the music, but it all kind of flows together, if you know what I mean. And Heather says, thanks, Serena. I love you, everyone, especially Surfer Grunge Hot Hubby. Bye. Okay, bye, Heather. Take it easy. Surfer Grunge Hot Hubby. I love that woman so very much. I really do. She's fantastic. I think you look cuter than Jeff Spicoli. Thank you. Thank you. Diane. Hi, Diane. Love the look, Nigel. Thanks, Diane. This is the upcoming Grayson and South Beach Sands that I'm going to get ready to release after this raft of weekend and post-weekend sales. So look for, if you're signed up for the newsletter, look for a newsletter announcing this soon. And or if you're on our social media, look for a social media post about this being released soon. Okay. And let me see here. Come to think of it, let me just put this up here. Boom, there we go. And you can see what I'm wearing there. Oops. There we go. Ah, yes. Joy to the world. That's fantastic. Yes, I remember we used to have a lot of slot machines in our casino, and one of them, it was frog themed, and when the bonus round kicked in, it would start playing Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog. We had a lot of slot machines that would play actual, well-known songs. We had a lobster themed one that played The Rock Lobster by B-52s and all that sort of thing. I got to thinking, it'd be fun if I made a mix CD that had all these songs that got played during the bonus rounds in it, and just watch people's heads whip around to see who's got bonus rounds and all that. Dude. Tina says, I saw them at a state fair once here. Oh, that sounds fantastic. I went to, I've only been to one music festival once. It was the initial, what was it called again? It was at Clay's Park, the Clay's Park Rockin' Resort, and I don't think they do it anymore. But yeah, I went to the very first one, and they had Edgar Winter there. Speaking of white hair, that was fun. Frankenstein. Anyway, yeah, let's continue. Yeah, Bettina, Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog. Good stuff. Bullfrog. What is that? Bullfrog and lobster. Yes, indeed. Good stuff. All righty. Let's see if I've got any more stuff I wanted to share. That about covers it. That about covers all the main talking points I wanted to get to. So I'm not gonna shut everything down just yet. I'm going to keep this going for a little bit longer. If you guys have any questions or comments, please let us know in the chat. Oh, I pointed in the right direction this time. In the chat. And if you don't make it, if you're not watching this live, if you're watching this in the replay, feel free to leave comments down below in the actual comments section. But, we've got our website, hairkittykitty.com. We're doing a Labor Day weekend sale at the moment. Soon as Labor Day's over, we'll be doing a 40% off on all Illuminati Rooteds for 24 hours. More details on that will come through the social media and newsletters and stuff like that, because yes, Virginia, you can wear white after Labor Day, and anyone who tells you otherwise, tell them to go jump off a pier. Be a rebel. Don't let anyone else tell you what to do. Which reminds me, if you're not signed up for our newsletter, you can simply go to hairkittykitty.com and submit the form at the bottom of the page. And yeah, it's you can't miss the sign up for that. The other thing is, if you'd like to sign up for our Patreon, you can go to the address here, and you get exclusive coupon codes. You get bargains that the general population do not get. You get advance warning, you get early access to new product launches, and you get to take part in polls to see what gets released next. So you get some perks for it. I think that about covers that sort of thing. We'll see what we've got here in comments. Anything new comments? All right. Now that's playing in my head. Frankenstein, that is. If you enjoy that movie, excellent. Glad I could help. If it annoys you, my apologies. Sorry about that, Tina. There's some earworms you get that you really enjoy, and some earworms that you just want to take a power drill to get rid of them. Thankfully, no kids, so I don't have any of those kids songs running through my head at any given time. And I'm not going to mention any in case I get them stuck in your head as well. I actually have Rock Lobster in my head. Yeah. We because we live in Athens, which is the home of the B-52s, our local Trader Joe's has Rocky the Rock Lobster move around the store. He's a little stuffed lobster, as Serena says, by Athens' own B-52s. Yeah. If you could have ETOH, you should have done a margarita. Oh yeah, poor Jimmy. I was not expecting that. I heard about that the other day, and it was a shock, because I went down to his original it was a school trip. I went down to his original Margaritaville restaurant when we were going around Florida looking at places of this was a biology club field trip. We ended up going to the Everglades and some state parks, and just happened to pass through where Jimmy Buffett's original Margaritaville was, and we stopped in there. That was very nice. Got a t-shirt and everything. Oh yeah, good music. I remember he showed up in a movie. I'm trying to think of the movie. Was it I think it was one of those movies that was based on a Carl Hiaasen book. If you're not familiar with Carl Hiaasen, he pioneered the tacky South Floridian crime comedy genre. And I think it's just him and Dave Barry, who also worked for the Miami Herald, work in that genre. But Carl Hiaasen invented it, and they made a movie of one of his young adult novels, and I believe Jimmy Buffett played a biology teacher in that one, and that was pretty darn cool. Yeah, there were another couple other movies, I think, that were made based on Carl Hiaasen novels, and one of them was Striptease, starring Demi Moore. That surprised me. I didn't know that was a Carl Hiaasen novel until I read the Internet Movie Database thing about it. But yeah, Carl Hiaasen, tacky and hilarious. And Cheryl says, R.I.P. Jimmy, my sister in Florida is a parrot head. Yeah. It's a shame. It just sort of came out of the blue, didn't it? Just came out of the blue. I did enjoy his music, but you go down to Key West, down to Key West, and it's everywhere. So if you like Jimmy Buffett, Key West is an excellent place to be. Tina says, used to show up in the last Hawaii 5-0 series. Really? Because I haven't seen that. It's one of those things that was on, when it came out, I was living in England, and it was never on at a time that was convenient for me, or on a channel I couldn't get, if I recall correctly. But British television is like that. British television is like that. Sometimes they move stuff around the schedule. All right, I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover. Mostly it's just the news that we're moving. Heather's getting the house sorted out. I'm getting the packing sorted out. We got a couple sales. This drink is delicious. And yeah, I'm going to launch this soon. That about covers it. I hope everyone else is doing okay. Gonna start wrapping up here. Lacey says, you're looking fab, Nigel. Thank you, Lacey. I try. Yeah. It's one of those things, it caught my eye, and I thought, you know what? Hawaii interests me. It's an interesting place. I want to see that, because I remember the original with Jack Lord and that absolutely thumping theme song that was just amazing. So gotta find out where it's being streamed and give it a chance, I think. So thanks for the recommendation, Tina. Thank you. All right then. So there we go. On the whole, I know it's a short one. We're not even at an hour yet, but didn't have much to cover. I want to thank you personally for making the time to join us, or join me, join all of us in the community and in the chat and all that sort of thing. So thank you for making the time. Like I said, the next live stream would normally be scheduled 2 weeks from now. So call it the 17th, I think it would normally be. We will likely not be doing that because of packing and moving. So there will likely not be another live stream in 2 weeks. If there is going to be, we will give you folks advance warning in the social media and all that sort of thing. But for the moment, it's looking like there's not going to be one for a little while yet. And we will keep you updated on that. We will keep you updated on that when we know how things are going to work out. Let's see what we got here. Good luck with all your packing. Thank you, Terry Sue. Greatly appreciated. I'm making progress so far, but a little bit a day, we'll get there. You're very welcome, Serena. Thank you. And I'll see you on Facebook, and good luck on the move. Thank you, Serena. Cheryl said, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for joining us. Hope your move is smooth going. Thank you. That's excellent. So do I. And thanks so much for letting us know all your news. Well, thank you for joining us so I can share it, Terry Sue. Excellent. So, again, thank you all for making the time to join us. And whenever the next live stream is going to be, we'll let you folks know. And we'll probably be in a nice new set in a nice new home. So, yeah, look forward to that. Take it easy, folks, and